Hey folks, this is Game Master Mike, and this is episode 14 of my recent game haul video. Now, most of it is classic retro games which I am collecting, which is pretty neat, and I only got like one recent game which I enjoyed, and so I'm going to show you all what I've recently picked up. So first, for the NES, we got Codename Viper. A pretty good shooter and beat 'em up game. I really do enjoy this NES game. When I got it, it was a little beat up. As you can see, there's a sticker on the bottom which I'm going to have to peel off. So otherwise, this is a pretty neat game. Next, we got Milon Secret Castle, a platformer by Hudson Soft. I heard this is a pretty awful game. I heard you shoot out bubbles instead of a sword. And you gotta go rescue the princess just like Super Mario Brothers, which is a lot like this, but only confusing. You gotta shoot bubbles to go into some secret paths and everything. So I picked this up to see how bad and difficult this game is. Next, for the Super Nintendo, we got Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat. I owned this game for the Sega Genesis and arcade for the Xbox 360 Live. And so, I'm collecting Mortal Kombat games. I'm going to get the Super Nintendo games and then the Nintendo 64 one because I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan and I'm going to start collecting them. I also want to get the Tiger Electronics for the Mortal Kombat as well. Next, we got Aero the Acrobat. Pretty neat Sonic the Hedgehog clone. It is a pretty fun game. It is very interesting. It plays out exactly like Sonic the Hedgehog, but you're in a circus, you're a bat going through some obstacles, and it's pretty fun, pretty challenging, but I do enjoy this game a lot. Next is Taz-Mania. I have not gotten a chance to play this game, but I've heard it's pretty fun. It's sort of like a 2D/3D side scroller where you gotta avoid like motorcycles, you gotta go chase in the desert and such. Next is Desert Demolition featuring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. It is a pretty fun game. This is one of my favorite games out there with the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. I had a fun time with this game when I've rented it. It's exactly like another Sonic the Hedgehog clone, just like Aero the Acrobat. I had such a fun time with this. You like collect things, you go through obstacles, you get to chase. You can be either the Roadrunner or the Wile E. Coyote. You can like defeat each other, which is pretty amazing at the end. And so I had such a fun time with this game. Next, for the ColecoVision, we got Donkey Kong. I'm a huge Nintendo nerd and fan, so I had to pick this up for the ColecoVision. What do you know, it's the arcade version of Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision, which I really do enjoy. For the Atari 2600, we got Pac-Man. Now this is the broken, glitchy version of Pac-Man where like the ghost goes in one corner and constantly blink, which makes it kind of too easy or too hard depending on what level you're in. And so I had to pick this up because I really do enjoy Pac-Man and all these old classic games. So I'm feeling retro. Next, oh my god, the worst game ever made, E.T. Yep, I was browsing through a retro gaming store and I found E.T. for a very cheap price. And what do you know? This game is awful. Somewhere in New Mexico, they found a lot of these games buried in a remote desert. Wow, unbelievable. That's how bad this game is. Wow. And I now own this. Next is 3 Telegames Football for the Atari 2600. That's right, I'm also collecting these old sports games for the Atari 2600, and I got football. Pretty neat. Next, we got 2 Atari 5200 games. We got Defender. To me, it seems like a space shooter. I'm not sure, but as a retro collector, I do want to own a Atari 5200 one of these days. Yeah. And I also got the Pac-Man for Atari 5200. I heard this one is a tad better than the 2600 version. I'd say it's also the fixed version, by the way. So there's Pac-Man for you. Next are two Famicom games. So we got Pac-Land and Yokai Douchi. Now, Pac-Land is a side scroller, which is pretty fun. I had a fun time playing it on the Wii U, the Wii U Virtual Console, and might as well get a physical copy of it. Basically, you're Pac-Man going through some fairies and through some villages trying to kill some ghosts, which is pretty fun and exciting. I really do enjoy it. Next one, this is a platformer, and basically you fight tons of spirits and some yokais there. Similar to Yokai Watch, however, it's more platformer than RPG. Next, for the PS2, I had to get this for the PS2 because I'm a huge fan to it. It's Okami. Yep, I now have the PS2 version. I have this on the Wii. I have it downloaded on my PS3, and I have an import from Japan of the Okami game for the PS3. I have a fun time playing this game, so I had to get all versions of it, collecting a lot of things that's Okami related. And finally, for the Wii U, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is my most favorite game out there of all time. It's my most favorite Legend of Zelda game out there. I love this game very much. It is pretty amazing. And that is the game that I'm currently playing right now. And so there you have it. That is episode 14 of my recent game haul video. I hope you enjoy this video, and until next time, thanks for watching.